watching Melody Lane. With me, you're gonna have a great crafting time.
Hello, everyone. Oops. Wait to see if we're live. I did hit streaming. Oh, we are live. Wait to see if we're live. Yay. Hello, everyone. Well, let me mute myself there. Nobody wants to hear that. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Mother's Day weekend, too. Good morning, Mary Ann, Gloria, Jamie, Diane, Deborah, Rocky. Hello, hello. Hopefully everybody can hear me well. Rocky says, good morning. We are having a beautiful day here in Ohio. It's beautiful here too. The sun is shining, so that's good. It's a little chilly. Well, I think it's like 60s the high, but I wish it was in the 70s. It was cold the other day. Hello, everyone. How's everybody's weekend going so far? I know it just started. Anybody have any Mother's Day plans going on? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. No plans. I hope I get to see my kids. That's basically all I want. So I'm going to go ahead and design. Oh, first I got to show you this thing because it's just so stinking cute. He's looking at me, so I'm like, I have to share. I needed a little thing to put on my patio because the wind blew over the lantern thing we had on there and broke it. So I went to TJ Maxx yesterday and look at this frog. Is he not so cute? There was one and I seen him. I'm like, oh, that is him. He needs to come with us. He needs a name. I don't know what his name shall be, but is he not perfect? I want to be that frog. Oh my gosh, Gloria, that's so right, Jamie? I seen him. I'm like, yep, you're coming home with me. You are the winner. Oh, I love it. That's so exciting. Congrats to your granddaughter on her engagement. Well, now you have to make her an engagement card, won't you, Gloria? That's so exciting. Bruce. I like it, Deborah. He's so stinking cute. Slow things like that make me super happy. I'm like a kid. I was like, and there was a long line. I'm like, I don't care how long the line is. I'm standing in the line and I'm getting this frog. Hello, Laura. Welcome. Yeah, Alex probably won't be in on the live because he is in the middle of the ocean. I think he's in the middle of the ocean somewhere. I don't think he's, but yeah, he's in the middle of the ocean somewhere and his Wi-Fi has been horrible. Even though he paid for the good Wi-Fi, it is indeed not good. So let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and go over into Design Space now. So we will go ahead and jump on over in there and we'll go ahead and start designing. So I knew I wanted to do something with a hot air balloon because I was like, I think hot air balloons are neat and I hadn't done anything. And then as I was looking for ideas, I just saw a really cute, one that would be perfect for a baby. So that's what I want to go ahead and do. So let's go ahead and go on images real quick. And I'm going to type in hot air balloon. Not balloon, but balloon. Oh, that's so wonderful, Gloria. It's awesome when it's an actual surprise. Okay, so I went ahead and looked at hot air balloons, which there is a bunch of them to choose from. But as I was scrolling, let's see if I can find. I can tell that was created by the designer. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to hit advanced search here. That way we can see it on the big screen. I think hot air balloons are neat. And at first I was going to do one that was like a cut and draw. That way you could fill it in with markers or colored pencils and kind of give it the stamp effect without using a stamp. But then I seen a baby shower one which is done. I'm going to click on this one because this is designer. And this designer, guys, she has so many. Look at all these. This designer, which I'll show when we do our Friday image sets, Alex will be back so we can do that on Friday. I'm going to go into her because she has almost 3,000 in their stickers. I think they're all stickers, but they're really, really good. So here's one. This is the one, but this could be, you could use this for a girl or boy. And then they also have this with the boy or the girl. So I'm going to go ahead and add. And these are cute too. Look at these. I saw these after I had played with it. But look how cute these little ones are. They got a little fox and a little hedgehog in the hot air balloon too. And the little fox has a flower on its head. But she has some super cute stickers. And a lot of them. Did I add that one to the canvas? I think I did. I'm going to hit this just in case I didn't. Hello, Terry. Planted some spearmint for summer tea, some basil for cooking, and a blue hydrangea. Well, you've been busy, Terry. That is awesome. I love hydrangeas. We have 2 huge hydrangea bushes, but they have not been blooming the past couple years, and I don't know. This year we waited to prune them back, so I'm hoping they like want to bloom when like it's the end of the season now. That's so cute. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. Just click off images here. That'll take us back to our canvas. I didn't add the girl one, did I? I can go into, where'd it go? I'll just go to bookmarked because I did I bookmark it? Yes. And I can just add it to my canvas from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and build. You could make a girl one or a boy one, or this one I thought if you don't know the gender, or if you just wanna go, you could do this for a girl, or it doesn't matter either way. Right? I thought they were so cute. So that's when I was like, no, I need to do this as a baby card. But you could change the balloon, and then you could go ahead and do a sentiment for like an adventure, moving away, graduation even. So we have our cute little bear there. Now this is going to be print then cut, but I'm going to go ahead and get a base of a card. Oh, not images, shapes. So I'm going to grab a square here, but then I am going to, my card's going to be 5 by 7 by the time I'm done. I always like to make that size, especially because I make them in camera and it's easier to see if the card's bigger. Oh, that would be a cute cake topper, Gloria. Definitely. So I'm going to go ahead. Ooh. What just happened there? Did you guys see that? that is the littlest square I've ever seen. It like changed to a line when I clicked on it. Okay, so we're going to change the size of this line. We do not want it that teeny tiny. The width on this, it's going to be, I'm going to do 10.5 inches. And then my height is going to be 5. And I'm going to bring this all the way over to my 0. That way, when I place my score line, I can put in the coordinates. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make this white for right now. I'm going to change my canvas color too. Let's change this to, I don't know. Let's just do soft blue. Okay, so this card is going to be actually 7 inches wide by 5 inches high. There's going to be a flap that folds over on this side. So I want to add a score line 3.5 inches over. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my shapes. Grab my score line here. And then on the score line, you can make it the same height, which I know the card's 5 inches. There we go. And then I can take this, I can try to place it exactly where I want, or I like to go over to the coordinates. Go ahead and hit more, and then I can, ooh, that was pretty close. I was at 3.514, but I want to put that exactly at 3.5. And then once we did that, we can go ahead, drag our mouse over both and hit attach. And then we can go ahead, I'm gonna make another little flap too. Okay. All right. But before I do that though, I do want to do my insets for this. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit my offset button. And then I'm going to do an inset. So we're gonna go to the left of the line there. And then you're gonna drag it till you get whatever size offset you want for your matting. And I love that when you do the offset and there's score lines, it's gonna automatically make each of those pieces for you. It's close. I think I'll go like that. So then I'm gonna hit apply. Now we have those offset pieces. I'm just gonna change them for the soft pink right now. All right, now that we have that made, I need to make a piece that's going to, it's gonna tuck under here and it's gonna fold over from this side. So we're gonna go ahead and go back to shapes. Grab another one. And for this, I'm just going to see where I need it to, how big I want it. And you can decide if you want it to cover most, if you want it to go over less of a distance, it doesn't matter. There's no right way or wrong way for this exactly. I do want to see some of the design underneath, whether I do just a solid color or I may do some print and cut there. But now I need to grab it past because what we want to do is I want to make it longer than this because we're going to tuck it in. So when we put the card together, this piece is going to have a fold line and we're going to tuck it in behind this piece of matting here. So we're just going to go ahead and grab this, pull this out some. I'm going to go ahead and change this to white. Good morning, Larry. I put Lori and Barry together. Good morning, Lori Barry. Good morning. Well, it's not morning, but hello, Annie. Good afternoonish, eveningish. It's almost dinner time where you are, isn't it? So happy to see all of you in here today, guys. Okay, so with this, I'm going to go ahead and grab the score line, hit shapes. Hi, Donna Lee. Hello, hello. Okay, so with this, I'm gonna grab the score line. I'm gonna drag this down. Now I wanna get the score line right on the side of that matting. And then this is the part that will tuck under and then I can glue it. So I'm gonna hit my score line and then I'm gonna hit this piece of the matting, hit align, and I'm gonna align to the right. Oh, why was I looking past that? I was like, it's not, oh, 6:13 p.m. So yes, definitely dinner time. So now I've aligned that so I can go ahead and attach this also. Which we are gonna go ahead and mat this too. It is gonna make an offset here for the score line, but I'll just show you how you can go ahead and delete that if you don't need it. So we're gonna go ahead and hit offset again. And it saves that same setting. So I'm still gonna have the same thickness. That way it's the same throughout. And then we can hit apply. And as you see, it made one for each of the pieces. I don't need this offset, so I can just hit contour now. And we can just go ahead and click that piece off. And then we don't have that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this color, I think for now. So that is everything with the base. This is gonna fold over. And then this piece is gonna fold across the front too. Which I may make it a little shorter. All right, so let's go ahead and start figuring out patterns. So I wanna do, now you could use your own cardstock, patterned cardstock, but I just wanted to show doing pattern cardstock. Right on here, you can just make your own. So I went and looked up, let's see if I have it here. I did pink, white background. these are bookmarked. I was like, wait, there's way more than that. And there's so many cute ones to choose from. Oh, I didn't see that one. So you can go through the gingham. I think gingham always looks really cute, especially for baby stuff. But that's a possibility. And then you can just go through, but there's lots of different ones. But I have already went through, thanks Donna Lee. I have went through and found several that I thought I liked. Which one is this one? I definitely want to use this one. The colors look really good too with this pink. I was trying to find colors that match the pink in the thing here. And then there's another one. Let's see if I can find. And then I'm doing this for a girl, but you would do the same for a boy. So you could do blue and white background and then still get the same. They have lots of blue and white gingham and such. Found one I really like, but I don't see it here. So, but I believe I bookmarked it. But any of these you can go ahead and turn. You can also, and if there's not a pattern you guys like, remember, you can go ahead and pattern fill. So let me add a shape here. I want to show this too. So you can upload. Say you look and you're just like, oh, there's no pattern that I really love. You can pattern fill it too. What you're going to do is go up here. You're going to change it to print and cut. And then you're going to click on your color. And then here from the drop down, you'll go ahead and choose pattern. And then you're going to have uploaded. Look, Miss Rita. I could make Miss Rita as a background. Oh, sweet. But these are just images that we've uploaded. So, for instance, I know I found a pink one that was actually really good. But I didn't want to use a pattern fill because if I use a pattern fill, you won't be able to make it because it's got an uploaded image in it. God, so funny. But you can go ahead and do that for whatever. I'm trying to find one. There was one that was perfect that was pink. This one. This is like the right colors. So you can go ahead, create your own cardstock with your own images, or just find a pattern that they already have. So, which this one would be good. It has like little flowers. That's a pretty background. But not using it because you won't be able to make it. Right? Terry is busy. All right, so we're going to take that one. I'm going to delete that one. And I'm going to go to my bookmarked and see if I can find the other one, which is this one. I really liked this one. It's a little different because it gives really texture. Kind of gives like a 3D texture look to it. Right? I was so happy to see any in here. And those colors go really good with that. So I do want to use these two. Now you can see this is already set as a print and cut, so I can go ahead and size this to whatever I want. This piece I'm going to have on here. And if you don't like the way the pattern's going, we can take and slice out of it too. Sometimes I like the look of a pattern when it's smaller and then slice it however you want to do, which we'll do with the stripes because the stripes to me do look better when they're thinner. So maybe like that there. I may end up making that wider and such, but then I want to do the same with these pieces of stripes here. But I really want them thinner like this. That's actually probably like perfect stripe wise for me. Oh, I wish my deck was getting power washed. It needs power wash so bad, Terry. We got all of our stuff set out there for the summer and the rug out there and it looks tropical and beautiful, but I'm like, I need the deck power wash, but we have to replace the boards this year, so on the top. All right, so that looks about good there, but now I need this, and I haven't decided. At first, I went ahead and did the stripes over here too, but then I kind of like the idea of it not, because then when you fold the card over, you'll have the stripes here, but then you'll have some of the pink too. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make it for here and then decide later if I wanna use it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna. So I'm just gonna go ahead, duplicate this, because I wanna keep, you wanna make sure the stripes are the same thickness. If I stretch this out, then your stripes aren't gonna match. So what I'm gonna do for that is I'm gonna keep duplicating these. And then one more. Put these together here. Yes, good point. I'm gonna go ahead and save this before I forget. And I need to see how big do I need this piece. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this matte piece. But I'm gonna go ahead and contour and take this piece out. So I'm left just this piece. Then I can see what size this is because I want it a little bit smaller than this. So I'm gonna go ahead and send this to the back. And then all of these three pieces, I'm gonna go ahead, hit and select all of them, and then I want to align them. I'm gonna align the top. And I hope they're all together. Nope. We can see there's a little line in there, so I'm gonna go ahead and scoot that over. And that looks like it is. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and choose all three of these, and I'm gonna weld those. I'm not gonna weld those. How did I do? Thanks, Gloria. I'm trying to remember. I did this yesterday, and I want to cut that through. I can't unite them. If I attach them, I won't be able to slice through all. 6.69 by 4.69. So I need to actually, if I change this piece and make it a little bit smaller, I'm gonna go ahead and bring that to the front. There we go. And then you can go ahead and slice through. Well, that's not gonna work because these are not welded. What did I do yesterday? You know how you do something and you go, what did I do exactly? It was perfect and I don't remember how I did it. Put those together. I'm pretty sure I welded them. Yeah, but when you do that, it disappears. How did I do that? I am stumped, guys. I did this yesterday perfectly when I played with it. And what am I doing different? Because the whole point is I gotta slice that out of there, but I need to connect those. But if I weld them, they go black. But if I combine, I cannot. That's a good question, guys. I am stumped. I'm stumped for a second. What did I do that I'm doing differently? I welded them. It's the only possibility. Okay, I'm going to zoom out for a second. I am going to go to the card that I created because it's driving me mad right now. I'm going to unlock it. Oh, I'm trying to think how I can do it without showing the whole card. Okay, move this down. We're just gonna move this out of the way here. And I cut it right here perfectly how I want to do it. And why it's not doing it today, I don't know. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, I remembered. The dew in the morning. I know what I did. Oh, I wish I could go back so I could just hide all this, but I'm gonna move this down. I'm just gonna move all that down over there. What I did was, sometimes you just gotta think for a second. And I'm like, how did I do that? Now I have to flatten it. That's what I have to do. If I choose let me detach. First I'm gonna go to these and hit, oh, they're not attached anymore. Did I already unattach them? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna hit detach first. Now I can go ahead and I'm gonna take this one and this and slice. Then I can go ahead and delete this piece. I don't need that. And the bottom piece down here, I don't need either, but I did not slice that. So I'm gonna choose each of these and slice. Go ahead and delete that, and then we'll go ahead and delete. Do not delete that one. I did not slice that one. Okay, we'll grab this one and go ahead and slice too. I had to really think about that for a second. I'm like, what did I do? That is behind it, right? Yes. Okay, now that we have that, I can go ahead and re-weld this piece. So I'm just gonna select all three of these and I am going to go ahead and weld them. And then it's back to one piece. Now I can go ahead, I'm gonna send this to the back. Now I can go ahead and flatten it. So that's what I need to do. I needed to add that piece behind, and then I can go ahead and flatten it all to it. Because if you weld these as print then cut, it turns it into a basic cut, and then you lose the pattern. And then we'll just go ahead and hit flatten. And then this now is a print then cut. There we go. I was about to lose my mind, y'all. I'm like, what am I doing? So then that piece will be right in there like that. All right, so we have that part. Where is that is my front flap. Now I also want to, because I'm gonna have this flap is gonna be on the outside, but I also want it on the inside. So this, I'm gonna go ahead, hit Command D, duplicate, and then I'm gonna contour it out because I just need the little piece. So I can go ahead and click that off. That way I have that for the inside, and then I can go ahead and duplicate this piece also. That way I can have it on the outside and the inside if I want to. All right, now let's go ahead and grab this piece here. What happened to... Trying to find a piece here. Did I move it? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was like, where is this piece at? I missed one, but I can grab that easily. Put this back up there. And I did make this mat a little bit shorter, so I will go ahead and change that when I do that. I can just go ahead and cut off of this and then make it match height-wise. But we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna bring this over. I think altogether I may make it a little shorter too. Bring forward, bring forward. maybe not bring forward. There we go. Now it's too forward. Now I need to send this backwards. I like that you don't have to, oh, because this is all together. That's why. That you don't have to buy pattern cardstock, and there's not as much as there used to be. I know when I was looking for like a baby pattern, I think Michael's had like 3 sheets. 3 sheets, and that was it for the baby patterns. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up a little too, because I think it's a little thicker than I want. I want to see some more of the stripes. I may end up stretching that out a little bit too. But for now, we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit save. Yeah, PVC is nice though, because it lasts on the deck. Love that, you don't have to replace it like boards. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring this puppy to the front. We're gonna have this go on here, but I do wanna mat it so it can give it some dimension. So I wanna make it smaller than I actually want it on the card. Then we can go ahead and hit offset. And this time we wanna make sure we go to the right of the line because we want it on the outside. And I will say, Terry, power washing is so satisfying. It's satisfying to do. It's satisfying to watch. I love it. I'm going to go ahead and change that to the darker pink, I think. So I just did 1 mat there. I may end up doing a double mat on that piece too for even more texture. Thanks, Peggy. And I want to add, let's go to a shape. We're gonna put a circle in. I'm so glad I figured out that part I was stumped in. I was like, how did I do this? Last night I had to think about it too, and I was like, oh, I can flatten it with the piece behind it. Probably like that size. And then I want to do offset too on that. And again, it's going to keep that setting so that way these two will match. And then this I will do just white. May end up going with a cream or something there. And then, what is the saying? Up, up, and away. Gotta look at my picture I took of the thing because I always forget what I did. Up, up, and away. Okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and go over to text. And I wanna do up, up, well, and away, but we'll end up changing. So I want this to go in here, but I do want it to be a writing font. So we're going to go ahead and change this. Yeah, it's definitely cheaper to print your paper, right? Than to buy it. It's definitely. Oh, and Cricut now has their value cardstock in white, which I have. So I'm going to be able to do my print and cut on that new Cricut smooth white cardstock. So I'm excited for that because before I just had the textured from Cricut. So I am happy for that, but we're gonna go ahead and take this. We want to change it from a regular font to a writing font. And then we want to choose what font we want, which I thought this one looked pretty cute in Love Quinn. I really love the Love Quinn. But I do not, look at this. Can we just talk about this and mark, guys? Doesn't this happen all the time where you find like a perfect font, but then something weird, you know, like that and mark? I can't handle that and mark. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the and mark. Still give those spaces there for it. And then I'm going to go to text. Well, while I'm on this font, I'm going to finish the saying. So up, up, and away, a precious... What did I say? A precious one is on the way. A precious one is on the way. Go ahead and shrink that down. Thank you, Sue. We also, guys, we have the giveaway going on too for $150 in to spend at Cricut.com. So make sure you enter that too. You can enter up to 5 times a day on that one. needs an exclamation point there. And if you want to change with the line, change the line spacing, you can always go up here and adjust it if you need to. Adjust it just a little bit. And now we're gonna go ahead and find that and sign that we want. There's a lot of there's a lot of fonts that have some weird and signs. I'm gonna go ahead and change this from this, and I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go Cricut. I'm just gonna go to the Cricut Sans because that has just a regular old and sign. That one's kind of cute. I'm just gonna go with that one there. See, just a regular old and side. That is all I needed. Oh, awesome. I know, I was happy to see Christina got her Happy Meal, or her Happy Meal. She got her Happy Mail, not her Happy Meal. But I love the way the colors, those, the value cardstock, the different things, they come in a box, so you can keep it like organized in the box, the whole like botanicals or ocean one. That's amazing to me. I love that. I really feel like this needs not an extra. I'm not sure on that. It seems like that's just one space, but it seems like a lot, doesn't it? I feel like that look better if we went like that. Up and away. Yeah, right, Jamie? No more bent corners. That's awesome. And mine gets stacked, and then those corners still get bent and stuff moves over. So in the boxes, that's so great. I can't even tell you. All right, but I do want to go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and grab all of our writing here. That should be all of it. I'm going to group those together first because I want to make sure they're centered. So then I'm going to go ahead and grab my circle here. We're going to hit align, center. But lots of times when I hit align center, I don't necessarily think it's like it just doesn't look quite as centered, and it's just the way it is. So then you can drag it how you, oops. You can drag it how you want. I think like that. And then you can go ahead, click that, hold shift, get your circle, and then go ahead and hit attach. That way when we do this, the words will go ahead and write on the... Good point, Jamie. I'm going to order some, but we are not telling... Nobody's telling Johnny Dot. We will be quiet. And then you can just blame it on, you can be like, oh, you know, just say we sent it, or, you know, Deborah sent it, or whatever. He doesn't have to know where it came from. Okay, up and away. A precious one is on the way. And now I want to also go ahead and do a piece for the inside, which I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this piece here. Which it's actually going to go ahead and go on that, but this flap's going to go over and cover it. So I'm going to show here what we're going to do with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and go to shapes. I want to do the rounded rectangle now. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one just for some rounded corners. Tiny toes and little bows. And then you want to drag this, but you want to think, whatever size you make this, you want to make sure that this white piece right here is going to cover. Because if it's thicker than that, when you fold it over, you will not cover it. So I'm gonna make this a little smaller. Plus I'm going to offset it, so I need to think of that too when I go ahead and do this. I'm just making sure with the offset that that is going to cover. And it looks like it will. I'm gonna go ahead and make this the soft pink color. I'm really happy for the value stuff too, because now we get it in all the, so many colors. There was not much cardstock color-wise on the site, but now with those value ones, there's so many different shades. All right, we're gonna hit apply on that. I'm gonna do this the darker pink. And then on here, we're gonna put our sentiment, which I came up with yesterday. Tiny toes. We're gonna go to text. Tiny toes and little bows. Can't wait to meet your bundle of joy. Bundle of joy. Should I put those on 3 lines? Yeah, can't wait to meet. And then put that on the 3rd line. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and change the font on this too. But we're gonna go ahead and drag this down. Should probably have a comma. I'm thinking, should I have a comma? What do we put after tiny toes and little bows? A comma? A period? I feel like it should be a comma and then continue without the capitalization. Can't wait to meet your bundle of joy. Thank you, Donna. I appreciate that so much. So much. You guys are great cheerleaders too. Even when I have my little moments. When I get... Which is good, because you guys, I talk about when I get nervous, my feet sweat in my Crocs, and I will say, even though I got nervous, my feet are not sweaty right now, so that is great. Okay, and I chose the Lissa stencil script because, man, it's just such a perfect writing font. It's just, it's pretty, it's cute, I love it. Okay. Did I put another one? No, there's only one. Okay. Tiny toes and little boys, can't wait to meet your bundle of joy. And then I do like to leave a little room, that way you can always write after it, so you can fill out what you want. But then I thought it'd be cute to put a little bow on here too. Yeah, I always try to go to like other fonts, but like with a good writing one, it's just perfect, right? It's definitely the most used I use for a writing font, I'd say, is this one. For cursive, definitely. So we can go ahead and look for a bow. I'm gonna go pink bow. And then I'm gonna go ahead, look at that, I love that. It's like a disco pink bow. I don't know what to use that on, but I love it. And I'm gonna choose print then cut. Oh, I'm on bookmarked. Let's go to all. And then we can just grab a cute, oh, this one right here is perfect with the gingham. Yay, Rosie! Well, first off, hello, Rosie. Happy Saturday. Secondly, welcome to the Maladettes. That made me so happy. It's good to see you, Rosie. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shrink this one down. And then when you put this too, you want to think also, make sure, bring this down, make sure you're gonna cover all of it, which you can see where my lines are. So right now that's perfect because it's gonna cover the bow and all of that. And then you can, but this bow you'll be able to place wherever you want. So I think that's cute there. Did I attach these words? I did not attach the words. So I'm gonna grab the words, grab this piece. I do wanna make sure they're centered. So I'm gonna hit center horizontally, which looks like it, I don't think it moved. So I think it was. Now I'm gonna go ahead and attach these. So I'm gonna select both of those and hit attach. And now this is one piece here. Now I can grab my bow, bring it to the front, and most importantly, hit save. Thank you guys. I appreciate the thumbs up, all of that. And I love the emojis. I love when we get the The Melodets emojis in the chat. That makes me so happy. All right, so that is all the pieces of the card there. So I'm going to show you, too, just some other cute ones. So if you have a boy, choose boy patterns, which I'll show you a couple. And then, or if you want to do one that could go for either, you could go ahead and do the pink and green one. I think those are so cute. I'm going to zoom out for a second. This is the card. Oh, I moved it all around, but this was the card I always like to play with and see. But see my pattern here. I'm going to pull this one up. Everything else looked exactly the same, but I like the pattern on this a little bit more. I have to play with the sizes and stuff, but see how the different, when you stretch it out, it changes it. So this one's kind of like diamond that way. Oh, I actually turned it too, didn't I? Or no, because it's the same. It's like a square. It's just sideways. So, but I do like that one a little more. So I may end up doing, I just think it looks better with it spread out a little bit. So I will end up doing that over here, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back together, but I won't do that on live. But I do wanna show you just some other possibilities. Here are patterns. So here's all different patterns I found that you could use that would go good with this. So we have the stripes ones, the gingham, and that one. And then for the boys, the gingham. This one's really cute too. I love the little gingham plaid with the little hearts in it. That could be super cute. I didn't find one exactly like this in blues. She has a lot of different colors, different color combinations, like a bunch of them, but none with just the blues. But I think this blue pinstripe here would be super cute. Probably turn it so the stripes are up and down. But then you can go ahead and make that too, if you want to do the boy one. Or you could go ahead and do gender neutral colors, and she does have a lot of good patterns of that too, that have like blues and greens and yellows and all of that in there. So that is a possibility for patterns. I'm gonna hide that. And then the other one I wanted to show was just cute images. Look at all these different cute images I found. I really like this one too. This one is editable too, because it has the double click on it, so you can change the name to, I'll do my daughter's name, whatever you want. But I thought that was so cute. So cute. I love the little bear, and there's pattern papers too that have these same cute little bears on them. Yeah, you could look at these cute images all day. And I thought about putting on the inside, since I have that second piece, you can grab one, like say we grab these balloons. I really like this little bear too. But color-wise, this one just, the colors match perfectly. But you could, if you want, add something over to this side too. And if you wanted, you could go ahead and offset it. Bring that down a little bit. Change that to the dark pink. I'm just gonna group those together. So you could put that there. I really like this. The color is just a little bit off, but I think it's such a cute image. What do you guys think? What do you think should go? Okay, this is where I need your guys' help. What should go over here? Oh, that's awesome, Donna Lee. I wish I knew someone with a baby. That thing is so, I just love this sleeping little baby. Well, it's not a baby, it's a bear, but I think it's so darn cute. Now this has, it's gonna cut, when I do this, it's gonna cut these stars out separately, which you can just put on. You could offset it too if you wanted. And then it becomes one piece. Let's go ahead and look at it like that. You could do something like that. Yeah, the balloons, I think so too. The balloon color is just so perfect. It's hard to find something else. I played with a couple of them too. I brought like this little elephant over, but the elephant is striped and I'm putting it on a striped background. So it was just, to me, there's a lot of stripes going on. But it's still cute. Still cute. So I'm just going to bring this up for now. Yeah, I know. That's exactly. The colors are so perfect. Everything else is this different pink that's a little different, but that soft pink. So I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and just group those together. I'm going to hide those. All right, there we go. Did I hit save? So then that is our card here. So I will go ahead on Tuesday. I will go ahead and put this card together live at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let me go. There we go. I got a foof. All right, there we go. So Tuesday, I'll go ahead. I'm going to put this card together at 8 p.m. Eastern to see how it all comes together. And I'm going to play with that one pattern. I just like it stretched out a little bit more. Oh no, it would not let you chat. That's awful. That happened to me one time too, because I wasn't signed in, and you have to like be subscribed for I think over 5 minutes to be able to chat. Am I going to post it before you make it? Are you going to post it before you make it? What do you mean, Donnelly? Are you going to post it before you make it? You mean like post it in the Patreon group? If you want me to, I can. I always wait till I put it together usually to make sure. But I do always cut it out at least a day beforehand too. So I can cut it out early, make sure it goes. And then if you want me to go ahead and put it in the Patreon group, I will go ahead and add it in there. So all of our Patreon members, they get access to all of these projects that we make in Design Space. Which is great because lots of times when you get projects, you have to export them and then put them in and upload them to Design Space. But with us, you get the link to our actual project. So only thing you would have to is if you're not access, lots of times there's access images and fonts because that's what majority of them are not free, but you have tons of images and fonts and access. Okay, yeah. Yes, I will. I'll go ahead and put that on, Donnelly. And this one doesn't have like crazy folds or anything, so it should be pretty. It's not like I have to go, oh, is this going to go together right? So this one shouldn't be hard. So I could get that loaded up on our Patreon site soon. So if any of you guys want to put it together while I put it together, that is great. How would you, and also I think I'll have the girl one, but then I'm going to go ahead and do one with the boy pattern too. When I get done with the live, I'm going to go ahead and finish that. And then I'll probably do a third one, a gender neutral, and then I'll put it in there. So you'll have 3 different ones, whichever one you need. But it would be cute too if you're not doing a baby. Oh, I should have showed. I can go ahead and show on Tuesday. But it would have been cute too, the draw and cut one, because then you can take like your watercolor pencils or markers or whatever you want and fill it in, and then it gives that like stamp looking effect without using a stamp. You're just using your Cricut to draw it, and then you're filling in the color. Thank you guys. Right, Sue? Thank you guys, everyone who joined. This was great. So, thank you guys. Everybody, enjoy your Mother's Day weekend to all you mamas out there, whether it's fur babies or... I almost said 4-legged babies. That is fur babies, unless our kids have 4 legs. But hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Mother's Day. I hope you guys all get spoiled. I know as our kids get older, it doesn't take much. Just like a call or seeing them. So weird. So weird not having kids in the house. Yeah, right? See, that's what I thought. Coloring. I love coloring too. Thank you, everyone. Oh my goodness. You guys have lots to celebrate. So join me Tuesday in the chat. We'll put that together. Patreon members, we will go ahead and get that put on the Patreon. And if you guys have entered our giveaways, we have the May challenge going on, which we do that monthly. That's just a crafting challenge you can enter. And then we have our Cricut giveaway too. So make sure you guys enter that because you can go 5 times per day. That's $150 in Cricut. That's a lot. You can buy a lot of cardstock and a whole bunch. So you guys enjoy your weekend. I will see you guys on Tuesday, and happy crafting, everyone. Bye. Toodles.